everyone, today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour of this sketchbook, which I bought probably at the beginning of last year, I'm not sure when, and you've seen it before because I've done quite a few different challenges in it. I mostly use this sketchbook for marker drawings and kind of easier, simple drawings, and yeah, let's just get started. Most of the drawings in here I've already done tours of though, so I'm just gonna flip past those and I'll just tell you like, oh, you can watch this video for that kind of thing, and then I'll just explain some in the end or in the middle, which I haven't actually posted anywhere. And yeah, hopefully you will enjoy this sketchbook tour. By the way, this is the Canson XL Extra Blanc from France. It's A5 size, and there's supposedly, how many pages? 60 pages, but there's definitely less than 60 drawings in here because this paper is super thin, so I've had to rip a couple pages out over the last few months when I was using it, because like the Copics just bleed like crazy. I actually have to put like at least 2 layers behind to make sure it doesn't bleed onto the next paper. So definitely not 60 drawings, but let's just get started. So when I first started this this book, it was for Mermaid, which was in May, which probably was about the time I bought this. So that's this one, yeah. Anyway, so there is a sketchbook tour of this, so I'll just flip through and I'll leave a link in the iCard to the video for Mermaid, so you can check it out there if you want explanations of like all of these mermaid drawings. You'll hear what I was thinking and that kind of thing. By the way, the glitter is still holding up on these papers. I'm not sure if it's picking up. And this is where I started the unicorn drawings for Junicorn, which was June in the month where you draw a bunch of unicorns. I was also doing June Fae. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one was June Fae. I was going to do fairies that month, but then I was more inspired to do unicorns, so I started doing unicorns. So yeah, there is a sketchbook tour for this one, so definitely check out on the iCard and you'll hear more about these unicorns there. Including this one, which I created like an OC for, and I had a whole video where I asked you guys to help me name her. And yeah, so I'll leave those videos in the iCard as well too. These are all still Junicorn drawings. And the glitter also is still holding up for these. Isn't that nice? The glitter I use, by the way, is the Wink of Stella brush here, which I did buy a new one of. Okay, so these are the drawings that are not in a sketchbook tour so far. This one was just like a simple kind of drawing. I really love this one though. This is what inspired me to do the drawing for the Pro Marker review video, because it's kind of like the similar girl. And I don't know, I just really like this. It was just a casual thing. I left it in pencil because I was just kind of in a weird mood at that time. I was kind of like in a bit of an art blocky feeling, and I felt like if I inked it, I would completely ruin it. But yeah, I like this one. This is when I pushed myself to ink it, but I never erased. Sometimes I actually like seeing this sketch underneath, and I just kind of left it as is, and I really like the attitude of this one. I felt like this is more of an idea for a character that I'm trying to build up in my head. I've been working on her for a long time, and I think I've mentioned her a few times, but I wanted her to have a similar type of style for her hair as this or this, and I'm still unsure if I should do like this kind of U shape or more of a pigtail type shape for her. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. This one, I don't remember. I think I was just drawing these just because. But yeah, I had fun with this. I also wanted to do something different with her hair. And I was using references for a few Instagram models that I'd follow. Like, they're kind of like gothic models, and they were really inspiring me at that time. I didn't like, you know, draw her directly. I just kind of was inspired by the outfit that she had, and I used a pose that I found in Pinterest and just kind of did my own thing with it. This one also, again, I was really inspired by a lot of gothic and alternative type models on YouTube and Instagram at that time, and I really like how this one turned out. It's almost like she's like a zombie type bride, because like the skin just turned out really gray, and with the blue it kind of reminds me of that zombie character from Monster High, which I forget the name of. But yeah, I really like this one. This one, I almost took a photo and posted it on Instagram, but I decided I just didn't like it when I saw the photo. When I was about to post it, I was like literally about to post it, and I was just like, because like the lounge she's laying on is a little wonky, but otherwise I liked it. I tried some different colors for her skin, different Copic colors, and yeah, it's cute. This one I think I did post. I wanted to try to do something different, so I tried to do more of a, sorry, there was a hair. I wanted to do something different, so I tried to do more of like a portrait, because I've been doing a lot of like like big bodies, like what are they called, full bodies in the sketchbook. So I did a portrait. I liked how this one kind of turned out. It reminds me a lot of my old work, like back in like 2004ish. And sometimes I really miss my old self, my old drawing style. So I think at this time, I was probably around the same time I was doing the Draw This Again challenge. And doing that really helped me to like look at my old style and try to pick up things I used to do and try to incorporate in my new style, like my the way I draw now. But yeah, so it reminded me a lot of my old style. Good or bad, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know, that was a tangent. This drawing, I never actually posted it. I was feeling really unhappy at the time, and I was trying to show that in a drawing. And I just never finished it. I just kind of walked away from it. Also, the fins looked really funky. I think I had done this in pen and I freeformed it, and I was like, oh, that didn't turn out right. At this time, I was having an argument with my husband, and I was really unhappy those few days, so I tried to put it into a drawing form, even though I think I did it in a really childish way. I never shared these drawings though, I don't think so. And again here, I was feeling very, very, very frustrated. And again, it reminds me of my older drawings. They used to put a lot of my frustrations into drawings when I was younger. So yeah. I never finished that. And this was from the eclipse in 2017. I ended up watching, here in Singapore there was no eclipse, there was nothing to look at, but I watched it online. They had like a live feed from NASA or something, I can't remember what, and I was kind of inspired while I was watching it. It was kind of late, and I just drew this. I kind of wanted to show like the sun was closing her eyes and the moon was opening her eye, and it was like, you know, down the middle. And I thought that was kind of cool. I had a few other ideas for what I could draw for the sun meets the moon at that time, but I just went with the one because I was, again, it was quite a moody month that month. This one I also never posted. I wanted to draw a more chubby character, and I wanted to make it look a little bit better because I really struggle at getting like thicker curves to look right and lumps and bumps to look right. But I feel like her hair was not done well, and I don't know, I just never felt like posting it. I thought it was kind of boring. And this was kind of inspired by, I think it is Gigi Draws. I think that's her username. She draws a lot of like bigger size women, and I appreciate seeing that because you don't usually see that much. So yeah. This was a drawing that I'm pretty sure I posted. This was inspired by a game that my husband and me are still playing. We started playing it in like, I think the fall. It's called Mobile Legends, and we just really love it. I've been playing it non-stop for the last 3 days because I've been so tired after finishing the last challenge. But yeah, so this was kind of inspired by that. It's like a mobile game. It has kind of like anime style characters, and they're a lot of fun. So I kind of made my own fighter character. I'm not sure I love how the colors turned out, but I think it also looks okay. This one I was gearing up for, and I did post this on Instagram, I was gearing up for Inktober, and I wanted to do something dark and moody and creepy, and I was thinking about my previous Inktober where I had drawn I had drawn up one that was like for the theme of like, oh, maybe it was 2 years ago, Inktober. I'm gonna get this thought out. I will. I did a drawing where she was like it was called Ritual or something, and she was like doing a ritual, and I wanted to do something like that but make it kind of creepy and put it in color. I had a lot of fun getting the different effects with just kind of layering marker over each other and getting like this rusty like blood color. The only thing I'm not happy with is how these candles turned out. They're supposed to be upside down candles, but I feel like after I finished it, they look like they could be kind of like, they look weird. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But I like how the body sheet came out, and I thought it looked creepy and dark, and I liked how the glow came out, so I was kind of happy with this one. So for this drawing, I just wanted to draw like an elegant woman, but I also felt like drawing something kind of high fashion-y, like maybe also like Vegas showgirl type fashion drawing. And as I was drawing it, I went to do the hair last, and I felt like leaving her bald and making her like more androgynous and really different, really different. And I really kind of like how it turned out. I put white on the eyelashes because I felt like the eyelashes had just disappeared. And around this time, I was really interested in doing drawings with black backgrounds because I'd seen a few Instagram artists who especially do like anime style. I think with the one, it's called Izune, if I remember right. But I don't always look at the username a lot, so I'm not sure. But she does a lot of drawings with black backgrounds, and I was like, I should do that. I haven't done that in a really long time. And I think I might have put glitter. There's a little bit of glitter at the bottom, but I'm not sure why it's there. But yeah, so that one was interesting, something different, and I had a lot of fun just making a long character and doing something different with the outfit. And this is where the boys challenge starts, and this goes to the end of the thing. So if you want to hear more about the boys challenge, definitely check out the iCard. I will link that. Unless there's no space, then I'll just link it all in the video description, so you can check out all the things that I have to say about this boys challenge, which was very challenging to try to draw boys. Like, oh, don't look at that one. But yeah. And then the last few pages are just like I had used them for this one video I had done where I had shown like swatches and stuff. I had done that in this book, and I had swatched out some of the pro markers I have, and I have some brush markers, so I swatched them out here. And when I first got the book, I had actually tried to put watercolor on this paper to see if it can take it, and really can't. I mean, technically it's on there, it's just like, you know, it's very thin paper. So yeah, that is the whole sketchbook. I would not exactly recommend this sketchbook. It was good for what it did. Like, it did take marker pretty decently, but it bled through like crazy. Like, you can see it's almost the exact drawing, and you had to use like 2 or 3 layers to keep it from going on to the next page, or the next page would be useless. But I had a lot of fun filling it out. I felt like because it was I used this because the paper is so thin, and I've said this a bunch of times, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but because the paper is so thin, you can't erase a lot and you can't sketch a lot. And even like sometimes the pen, if you lay the pen on it too long, it could bleed through and like actually puncture a hole. So you have to be more careful. It does take marker a lot better than even pen, but I feel like because of that, I was more loose, and I was trying to get more loose with these drawings because I feel like my sketchy work is actually better than my finished work. And that was something I was exploring with this sketchbook, and I had a lot of fun with it. It helped the limitations helped me to really just finish something and be okay with the flaws and just, you know, keep going. So yeah, that is the sketchbook tour. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and all that good stuff. If you want to, definitely subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.